For the longest time, I couldn't get my pentatonic solos to sound connected. No matter how much I practice, my solos felt random until I fixed this. The most important note you play is the one you resolve on. In this video, I'll show you a simple fix that instantly makes your solos sound connected, not random. So why do your solos sound random? Because we practice and play the scales, the entire scale shape up and down with no direction. If you try to improvise like that, it is very random. You might hit a good note every once in a while, but most of the time it doesn't sound connected. So this is the A major pentatonic. The scale just gives us the available notes to play. It doesn't give you direction to tell you what notes, the right notes to play, or to make them sound musical. That's what this video is about today, getting connected. So getting connected starts with the chords, and this great backing track, and this is fun to improvise over, has 3 chords: A major, B minor, and E major. With a feel like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why I count it? Because this is your picking hand, your rhythm hand, even for soloing, needs to have a connection with the pulse. You'll feel that through the notes that you play. The technique that changed everything for me was looking at the little chord shapes within the scale. So here's the A major pentatonic. Most of us know that. Very good scale, and it works over all 3 of these chords very well. But now let's get some direction. Within that scale, A major triad, just the 3 notes to target, B minor, and E. Basically targeting those notes. A major, B minor, E, A major pentatonic, A major, B minor, E, in a simple way, we are hitting the right notes. They sound good because the notes are in the chords. And the best way to learn this is do it in that position. We have the A major pentatonic. We have chord shapes that are in that position. Before you can play up and down the fretboard, get a good foundation, and this is it. And this track is nice and slow, and so you can hear the chords, you can count them if you need to, but play the right notes. Even in a simple way, getting to those home bass notes for each chord. That's the key to really playing, having a more melodic sound and connected sound when you play a guitar solo. The best way to start moving this around the fretboard is just pick another position. If we look at A major pentatonic here, now chord shapes within that position. This just helps you stay connected. Check this out. A major, B minor, E major. The most important note you play is where you resolve. You know, if there's an A chord playing and you hit an A note, it's going to sound good. There are other notes to land on that will sound good also, but make sure you're at least aware of those home bass notes within a scale. So I'm just playing a bluesy phrase, getting to that home bass note. That full bend there on 12 of the B string is a C sharp note, which is in the A chord. That's why it sounds so darn good. And then I reached down and got my pinky involved there. Why that sounds good? Because the E note that you're hitting with your pinky is also in the A chord. Those notes, E, A, C sharp, no matter what order they're in, it still makes up an A chord, and you're playing two of those notes here. Matches perfectly. When you release it back to 12th, you're right in position for the B minor. This is where the magic happens. You can play right up and down the B minor triad that I just showed you. You can, go back down off one fret and back up. Then it's going to the E chord. Little bluesy move to get to the E note, which is in the 9th fret of the G string, but you're pulling down from 12 to 11. Walking down the scale to finish it off, a lot of times it sounds good. So now we have a few shapes and scale here. Now there's just a few notes to connect both of those. I'm going to play through that, a cycle of this backing track. Then I'm going to break down these ideas. You're going to have hours of fun with this backing track. I'm going to just start low and work my way up and back down. So through that simple playthrough, I was thinking of these chords: A, B minor, E, and A, B minor, E, A, B minor, and E. I'll leave a link for this backing track because you will have hours of fun improvising with this. Even if that's all you know right now is just this, now you have some direction. This is what you focus on to be a better blues rock guitar player. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Let me know if you got something from today's lesson. I'm going to do a series of videos that are really focused on, staying connected with your guitar solos. Let's talk soon.